Hello everyone, welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna be... Hold on a second. Something doesn't feel right here. What are you guys doing down here? Huh? You're with me, and we're supposed to be recording a video about Geforce Now and using it for 1 whole week. As you can see, my janky everything on the desk setup. I can't use any of this except for this. This is all I can use for 1 week. The laptop turned out not to work, so I'll talk about that later. Anyways, back to the video. Geforce right there. And OBS so I can record it. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in 1 whole week. Like I said earlier in the video, my laptop's just not gonna work. I can show you some recordings I tried to take of Fortnite. It just didn't work. See, there it is. It legitimately is just a slideshow, and I tried like so many things to try and fix it. It won't work. I don't know. So I'm gonna use my main rig. I'm gonna use that instead because this is a slideshow recording. But anyways, I had a cool little setup and everything. It looks so nice. Like, I had my folding tables all in my bedroom, actually. I have an office for my main rig, but it looks so good. It was like, oh wow, I can actually set this up, but just isn't gonna work out. Anyways, here's my internet speed that I'm gonna be using. I'm gonna be using this internet to do this whole experiment on. It's residential internet. It's very standard, just house internet. Something that everyone has, but yeah, I just wanted to see if it would actually be a viable solution to only use one program to run all of your games. Anyways, today's Saturday, tomorrow's Sunday. That's when I start the experiment, and yeah, I'll let you guys get back to the video on day 1. That's where it's gonna start. I don't know what I'm gonna play. I'm gonna play something tomorrow. Okay, see you later. Almost forgot to add this in. I use competitive settings for everything.
The next day.
So Sunday was my first day. I decided to play some Fortnite. I launched Geforce Now, and I got Fortnite up. But after waiting for like an hour, I got this error message that said something like, we've reached the maximum amount of gamers we can handle on our servers. Please try again later. I was like, okay. So I waited another like 20 minutes. And then the game did eventually launch. But it was honestly, was it worth the wait? Not really. After like playing it, I don't know. It felt like crap. When I was like moving my mouse, it felt like it was in a puddle of water. You could blame that on my latency, which I do blame that on my internet. But, you know, I couldn't get any kills. It was so bad. And sometimes the game lagged, like, awfully. So I decided, after a few sessions, or a few games of Fortnite, the session ended. So I was like, hey, let me play another session, or whatever. I just wanted to start a new session to play some more. It didn't launch. It gave me the same error message. So I was like, well, yeah, I'm just gonna go watch movies. And that's basically what I did for the rest of the day.
Day 2.
So day 2, I played a bit of Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Actually, this was really fun. I had a good time. But it had this issue where, like, the game only went to, like, 45-ish FPS. And it obviously had the latency issue, but, like, it just felt bad somehow. Like, maybe I could have lowered the settings or something, but I still had a good time on here. I played it with a controller, because why wouldn't you? Assassin's Creed is awful on mouse and keyboard. I had a good time, though, and after I played Assassin's Creed, I played a bit of, you know, Destiny. This felt pretty good, probably because it's optimized for streaming, but, like, the latency, it didn't feel like I was playing it on native hardware, but it felt really good. When I played it with a controller, it felt kind of like I was playing it on the Xbox, because those only run it at 30 FPS, and, you know, when you have latency, even though it's running at 60, it still felt like it was kind of 30 FPS. It did get grainy at some times, like right there. It got pretty bad, like, but it still felt good. Like, the controls didn't suffer, just the video quality. Anyways, after I played that, I played a bit of CSGO, and I would not recommend playing CSGO on Geforce now. It's not a smart idea. It sucks. Unless you're running, like, the best internet, I still would much rather play it on a low-end system or a laptop at that point, honestly. When I was looking at enemies, I had a hard time because it kept getting grainy. So it's kind of hard unless you were right on top of people. Like, Fortnite didn't have that issue because, like, everything sticks out. But CSGO, I would not recommend playing it, especially with that latency. Anyways, that's what I played for Monday.
Day 3.
So for day 3, I played a few survival games. Here I have Ark Survival Evolved, which it ran okay. It had the same issue Assassin's Creed had, but it's just because those games are so unoptimized. Anyways, I was getting used to the latency at this point. It didn't really faze me. I would, honestly, I would play this game again on Geforce now because I really don't want to download it, and honestly, the latency, it's not too bad. After I played this game, I played a bit of Minecraft. That game was really fun. I had a lot of fun playing Minecraft. It had a few hitches here and there. I wouldn't play this game competitively on Geforce now unless you have a good internet connection, like I said before. But, like, at this point, why would you need to play Minecraft on Geforce now when it's, you know, you can run it on literally anything? And plus, how are you gonna mod on here? Like, I was, like, wondering, you can't really download Optifine on here. You can't download mods or any of that. So how would you mod? It's honestly not even worth playing on here. I would just download it on my laptop. But anyways, that's what I played for, I think it's Tuesday? Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah.
Day 4.
So for day 4, I decided to play a little bit of Apex. This actually ran really well. I had no issues with it. The latency was about the same as Destiny. So, you know, not too bad, not too great. But honestly, I would play this if I had to. If I had a laptop, a good internet, like a decent internet connection, I would play this. It ran fantastically. It's kind of weird because I don't know, it just ran a lot better than any other games besides, like, Destiny. So Destiny and Apex are pretty good on here. I think it was like 1:14 a.m. or something. So it was like, oh, maybe it's because nobody's on Geforce now. So yeah, it's 1:14 a.m. on Wednesday, I think. Yeah, I think it is. But did Fortnite improve? Not really. It kind of stayed the same. It didn't feel any better, it didn't feel any worse. It just was the same. At least it didn't lag as much. Like, but the latency, I don't know, latency really ruins Fortnite. Maybe if I played it with a controller it would have changed things, but I was playing it with mouse and keyboard. I probably should have played with a controller. But I kind of get it. So this game, streaming service, it works best if you use a controller. That's what I've got out of it. But anyways, that's what I played for Wednesday.
24 hours later.
So for day 5, I basically just played a bit of Payday 2, and I'll tell you, this did not run good. This ran very badly. I don't know if it was me, like what I did, or my internet or something at the time, but I was getting crap tons of latency issues and like artifacts and glitches or whatever. I don't think I was getting artifacts, and just glitches and stuff, freezes, and this was all overall just a bad experience. So after I played this, I jumped on to a bit of Rainbow Six, but it seemed to have the same issue, and the frame rate was really low. Well, it wasn't really low, it was just, it had a bad latency. Like, I don't know why I played so many competitive games, because I freaking, they don't work. Like, they don't work on here. You have to have a really good internet connection. I'd suggest this for single player games. But basically, I rage quit, so I got onto Destiny, where I could actually enjoy myself, just killing some fake enemies. And basically, that's all I did for day 5.
The next morning.
So for day 6, all I did was play a little Terraria, kind of calm down. It ran fine on here, but like, I understand if some laptops can't run it, which is actually funny as crap, because my laptop can't even run this game. But anyways, just played a little Terraria, something nice to calm down with at the end of the week. And yeah, that's all I did for Friday. What have I learned about Geforce Now? Well, I've learned that it's not GeForce Now's fault, it's actually internet's fault, and the fact it hasn't caught up with, you know, society. And, you know, eventually internet's gonna have to get better, because you can only do so much with the internet you have to cut back on that latency. I've also learned that GeForce Now really isn't meant for a person like me that has 2 consoles and a freaking gaming computer. It's meant for people with laptops and MacBooks and people that, you know, don't want or have the money to buy a console, or a PC for that matter. Basically, it's a good, like, it's something you can use. Say you don't want to download a game or something, or say you're in a pinch and you want to, you know, play a game real quick. Boom, open GeForce Now, play it real quick. It launches instantly. Yeah, that's pretty much all I've really learned about GeForce Now. Besides that, with my internet at least, it's best to use a controller. And yeah, that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Leave a comment of any other challenges you guys have, and I'll see you in the next one. Come here. Let me show you something. What the fuck was that? That was such a loud car. Gonna have to restart this one. The car was so loud.